Okay, so today I'm going to share with you guys a little bit more about Ace Angler. So a lot of people have been asking if this game is worth buying. Okay, so before we start, I'm just going to share with you that I have no experience with the arcade version of the game. So I have no idea what I purchased actually. So my friend asked me to buy and yeah, here we are. So it's actually quite an interesting find. So one of the biggest questions that people keep asking is actually about the control. So if you guys are into the whole real life fishing experience, so you can actually use your Joy-Con even without the plastic holder to make it look like a fishing rod. You can just do this whole air spinning thing. So that's a little bit tedious. Okay, so besides that, you can actually use it, use your Joy-Con even with the button mode, so you can actually handheld it on your screen, or you can just use the grid and you just plug the two Joy-Con in, and then you can just use it as if it's a Pro-Con, but it is not Pro-Con compatible. Okay, so in this game it's actually really interesting. Okay, so you have this game mode called the Medal mode, you have the adventure mode, as well as the Ace Angler versus Party. So you think of the versus party like some sort of a Mario Party game. Okay, so there are various game modes that your friends can actually play together in like a couch challenge. So it's actually really interesting. Okay, so we're just gonna dive into the Medal mode. Okay, so at Medal mode, it's more like it's basically some sort like an arcade mode where you actually get to just play without much concern in terms of how the game progress. But that being said, there are still a lot of things to be done. So you can actually upgrade your machine. You can get some free coins every 30 minutes. So this is how you do it. Let's see how lucky. Okay, not very lucky. It's just 30 coins. Okay. So then after that, there are some missions that you can check out that allows you. It's more like a achievement per se. So you can actually depends on what you've caught, and then you can allow you to claim some of these free medals. Okay, so there's this game mode. Actually, these guys are really cute and very difficult to catch. Okay, so these are some of the things that you can expect. There are a lot of things to do. It's gonna keep you entertained for a long while. And then every time you catch like a number of fishes, you can actually come here to claim different cards. So what does these cards do? Almost nothing. They have no abilities, but you can actually, it's more of like a completion. It's like a little Pokédex kind of thing for you to see how far you are in terms of the progress of your game. Okay, so it's quite fun. So you get a little, okay, so these are like the rare cards. Okay, so that's that. And of course we have the fish encyclopedia to see what kind of fish you have caught over the period of time. Okay, then after that you can actually while earning all these medals, you can either use them and continue to play the game, or you can use them to unlock various items. Okay, so like number of stages, number of rods. Okay, and as you can see, there are actually a lot to unlock. Okay, I just got this yesterday, so I'm still a newbie, please don't judge me. And the special, as you can see, one of the things I want to share with you here is that you see there are actually different updates coming up. So I'm not too sure if the DLC is going to be purchased or it's going to be free updates, but it's always good to know that games developer have things coming up, so to ensure that the game is going to like stay consistently fun and more things to do, right? So one of the biggest challenges that the game, so you can play multiplayer as well, you can play different mode. Okay, so one of the biggest challenge, like I was saying, was actually that the fact that you know, every game mode, the way of catching the fish is a little bit different. So in terms of the medal mode, you can actually you only have you need to use the medals, that's for sure. You choose different kind of rods based on like good and how good they are, and the only so-called perks or power-up you have is actually the thunder. But whereas compared to the game in other game modes, you actually have more ways to assist you in terms of catching different. Okay, so now I'm putting in some medals. So usually I'll just put in like, you know, a base, so at least we know how much we spend this round. So yep, so the normal rod, we have super rod, and then you get unlock like the ultra rod and legend rod. I'm not sure if there's more, but as of now, these are some of the rods that I've unlocked so far. So usually I'm quite a cheapo, so I'll just use the super rod. Okay, then I'm just gonna, like, you know. So this is the part where you can just press the A button to actually cast the rod, okay, based on different distance. If you are using the Joy-Con, you can actually just swing it in a swinging action. Okay, so I got this. Okay, so this is the power up. So every time I'm going to use extra metal to actually attack the fish. Okay, so the line broken. So this is the part that I'm still not too sure to, like, you know, get the taste of like why does the line breaks or whatever. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Come on, catch something. I'm recording this. Oh man, I look really bad. Okay, so I'm just going to, like, you know, put in a few more metals, and then I'm going to use the super rod. So these are the cute guys from the other game. Oh, okay, I got a pirate. Okay, so as you can see, it's like really swimming away, and it's not that easy to catch for these guys. But I got it anyway. So you see, every time when I catch something based on the size of the catch, I will get a number of medals back. You see, so now I'm actually profit, right? So okay, so enough of showing case of the medal mode. So I'm just gonna end this and try other things. Oh yeah, so as you can see, there are daily missions as well. So once you complete the daily missions, you get some extra medals as well as some items as well. So there are a lot to do actually. So it feels a little bit like a mobile game. Okay, so now I'm just gonna end. I'm gonna keep the medals and ta-da, profit. Okay, great. So this is the medal mode. As you can see, the only thing that I can use is actually the thunder to help me, to assist me to catch various fishes. Okay, and so now we're going to get out of the medal mode and check out this story mode. So medal mode, it's really like I mentioned earlier on, it's an arcade version of it where it's free for you to catch. You can catch whatever you want, and then you will proceed from stage to stage with a time limit. Okay, but whereas with adventure mode, there are different chapters. There are some stories that I don't bother reading. I'll just skip them, and you can actually upgrade your rod as well. It's like I said, it's really different between the medal mode as well as the adventure mode. So each of the mode, right, there's actually effectively no carrying over. So it's not like, oh, I prefer to play this mode, I level up and then I can carry whatever I earn from one mode to the other. Okay, so now see, so you can actually produce different rod that you unlock, and based on certain items that you got, the materials, and you can actually craft all these different rods. Okay, and all these rods have also like stamina, the attack, whatever not. Okay, so these are the ones that I've unlocked so far. So as you can see, they're also rated like red, green, blue. So it's very different from the medal mode. The medal modes, you just have got to like cast based on how good the rod is. But whereas when it comes to this story mode, you have to like, oh, if it's a fish that is rated as a green, classified as green, you gotta use the green rod. If it's a blue, you gotta use the blue rod. Okay, so you gotta change accordingly. So it's quite interesting that way as well. So you can actually, this game, there's a multi-dimension to it. Okay, so after you caught some of the fish, you can actually go into your aquarium, and in the aquarium you have some various different type of things that you can do as well. So you can see some of the quests that has been put up. Okay, so because I've cleared all this, then I get to get some jigsaw piece and try to unlock various jigsaw puzzles. Okay, so there are a lot of things to chase if you are really into like 100% completion of a game. So you wouldn't get so bored that it's just a matter of just catching fish, right? So, ta-da! Okay, so I gotta show you some of the rest of the things. So this is where the, all the various jigsaw puzzles gonna be. So you have like, I have 6 per page, and 4 pages of it. So it's quite an amount of things to do. As you can see, I'm still very new to the game. Okay, then let's take a look at the tanks. Okay, so this reminds me a little bit of like Animal Crossing. I actually get to look at my own tank. Yep. So what does this do? And I've no idea as of now, to be honest. It's like really, I'm just like feeding the fishes, and does it do anything to the game? Does it give me more perks? I've no idea as of now. But yeah, it's just like, you know, Tamagotchi or something. Okay, so I'm just gonna exit this. I'm gonna show you how the story mode works. Okay, hope that hopefully I can catch something. So for the story mode, it's a little bit different, like I was saying. So they have some specific criteria from each of the missions. So some missions they will need you to catch more fishes than your opponent, catch different type of fishes. Okay, fishes in terms of like, is it so like for example this one, it's they need you to be it's based on weight class versus rival. Then this is based on target, specific fish only. And then they call it the rainbow, which is based on as many type of fish as possible. So if you get the same fish, you will not get points per se. So this is how it is. Okay, so I'm just going to jump into. Okay, so this is probably going to be a relatively long example based on this. So it's like some sort of a boss mode. Okay, boss stage. So this stage, it's you gotta catch this large fish, and then from there, you get some rewards as usual. Okay, so before the giant squid will come in, you're gonna like. Okay, so as you can see, we need different type of rod. So when we press the Y button, you gotta see which fish is under which category. So I'm just gonna use the green one, and okay, the green fish just swam, and I can't change rod. Okay, so I'm gonna change it to the blue rod. So so as you can see from the top right corner, okay, so you see this is not blue. This is not a blue fish, so it's gonna be harder to catch using a blue rod. Okay, so I'm gonna use some special to attack. So like I mentioned, there are more like these different types of perks to help you to catch fish in this game mode as compared to the metal mode. So the metal mode only has the thunder, but this one you have the thunderbolt as well as some of the perks along the way that you can earn. Okay, press ZR to help you to pull in stronger as well. Okay, they're gonna critical chance. Okay, I'm gonna hit him. Okay, ta-da! Okay, so now I'm at 50%. Okay, so it doesn't matter what I catch in this game mode. For this race, for this challenge, I just need to maximize it to 100% before the boss comes into the picture. Okay, and on the right side you can see that there are some of the fish that they recommend as well. Okay, so I'm going to check this. Okay, so I'm going to use the red rod. Okay, so I can actually wait for him to bite. Okay, great. Wrong fish bite. Idiots. Okay. I think this will get me to 100% actually. So I'm not a big fan of fishing in real life, but I got this game because I thought it's like one of the old school mobile game Fishing Joy where you just like keep pressing button, right? But apparently it's not. But it's actually a lot more fun, I think. Okay, so here comes the boss. Release the Kraken! Okay, no, it's not the Kraken. It's not a Kraken. Okay, so I'm gonna check out what color is the boss. Okay, what color is he? He's blue, so I'm gonna use the blue rod. Come on, bite. Okay, I got him. So okay, it's strong, so I need to use the ZR to hold. So you can see that I have a stamina bar as well. So if my stamina runs out, I will actually lose and die. Okay, so now he's attacking me back. So I need to like defend myself from all this bullshit. Strange that attacks him coming. Okay, here he comes. Bit of a battle. Oh, okay, so he escaped, but his life point is already kind of damaged. So I'm just going to continue to use the blue rod and wait for him to come back. Okay, yeah. Fine. Okay, so I have this power called Summon Fish. As you can see on the bottom left, I'm just going to press it. Ta-da! Oh, I use my shark. So I have different kind of fish that they can actually like. It's actually a so-called special power based on your rod. Okay, so whatever rod I'm using, I get to use a special power. So this is my great white shark rod. So I actually okay, wait. Oh, he's got. Oh damn, got away. Okay, so now I gotta wait. So as you can see, the clear target on the top right, I'm no longer S class. So now I'm going for A, and 1 second time. Okay, so now I'm B. So I really like all these like little details they're into. So I mean, like some games they just don't tell you. You just have to have a few of how good you are doing, but whereas this game, they actually gives very clear indication so that you know what you're playing actually. Oh, he left again. Okay, this king is, this boss, I'm actually facing him for the first time. So he's actually quite strong, and I don't think I can catch him given how low my stamina already is. So maybe this whole talking and playing thing, it's not exactly my thing. It's a little bit tough for me, I guess. I can't concentrate. Okay. Ah! Okay, he ran off and I'm left with a little bit of stamina. So it looks like I'm going to fail this test. And anyway, I'm already at Class C. So I still have a minute or so to complete this challenge. Okay, he's angry again. He's gonna attack me again. Oh, I got him! Okay, so I'm a C class, but I got this. Giant Squid! Haha, Huara! Okay. So this is it. This is how you actually complete one of the quests. And then you're gonna go into some storytelling, since this is the adventure mode. But yay. Okay. So given who okay, so you get some of these items as well. So these are the items that you actually need if you want to like upgrade your rods and all this. So the quality of life is very good. You see, they even tell you like how many of these items you have in your box as well. So you actually know where you stand instead of having to keep checking on it. So yeah, it's actually very user friendly. So it's not like just a random port, or it's just not like a direct port from the arcade to Nintendo Switch. So you actually get to see that it's quite a lot of things on it actually. So it's quite good. Blah blah blah. Story. I don't listen. Okay. Give him some money. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Okay, get this pearl. It's part of the story. You're gonna collect like the number of pearls. So there are 5 different chapters from what it seems, and I'm like halfway through actually for the story mode. Okay. More story. I wanted to show you guys the party mode as well, so you guys know what you are actually signing up for. For the party mode, you can actually play up to like 4 different players. Okay, I'm done with chapter 3. Okay, chapter 3 done. Okay, very good. Okay. Okay, so I'm not going to do all this thing because I already shown you guys, so I'm just going to skip through this and go into the party mode. So the party mode, you can play up to 4 players and there are various modes. So one of the modes are a little bit like a, it's actually the whole thing, it's actually like a Mario Party. Okay, so you have 2 players, 3 players, 4 players, and then, okay, so I'm very lonely now, I'm all at home, so I'm just going to like choose this. So there are various modes, like I mentioned. So fishing competition is actually really straightforward. So for this, you can actually just use a single Joy-Con. So you don't even need to have like 8 Joy-Cons just for 4 players. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, you can change some of the game modes as well. You can change whether you can allow them to use Ultra Thunder. You can allow them to snatch. So snatch is quite interesting. So you can actually snatch someone else's catch. Okay. So as you can see, there are like weight competition. Catch the most like weight at the end of the day. Okay. I just selected that because I pressed wrongly. Ha. Okay. Okay, so you can see it's quite interesting. So you can play up to 4 players. You can choose. So for this game mode, it's very basic kind of fishing. So you do not need to change the rod. You do not need to change the color. You do not need to check the color. So which is why I was saying every game mode has different ways of playing. Okay. This is not working out. I'm very handicapped trying to control both Joy-Cons at the same time because my son is not at home, so nobody is helping me with this. Okay. Okay. So then after that, you're gonna go into various modes. Okay, so there's a progress as well and a time limit, so you can see that the weight on above as well. See who is leading in the game. Ah, okay. Okay, so enough of this. I'm just gonna like, you know, quit. And show you the other game mode because I'm not supposed to even be in here, but I pressed the wrong button. Okay, so we have the weight competition, we have the rainbow competition, which is like the most type of fishes. Then the first tuner competition, which is the highest total value, and of course the most points, most number of fish. So it's quite interesting. There are various ways of playing, like I mentioned. Okay, so I'm just going to go back, go back, go back. Okay, and then we have the fishing mini games. Okay. Okay, so all these like different ways of catching. It's no longer just purely the same game mode as I've shown you guys earlier on, and it's quite interesting. Okay, maybe I just show you one of them, which is fun. Okay, this is totally different. The whole interface, the way of catching the fish is all different as well. So it's just you just have to raise the net actually. So it's very simple. It's a single Joy-Con movement. Okay, so you just have to move the net and haul the net. So it's just like this. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys briefly how this works. Okay. So last night I was playing with my son and then he lost and he was crying. So okay. Move the net. Okay, so we're gonna. Okay, just gonna move the net as you can see. And then just gonna flip it up. Okay, I'm flipping both because my net, my Joy-Cons are actually connected to my grid, so you can see them moving at the same time. So yeah, so you see this is actually, like I mentioned earlier on, it's totally different game from, it's effectively a different game from the other game modes, right? Okay, okay. So I'm just going to complete this since it's only 20 over seconds left to show you guys how it will look like. So in the tour mode, you are effectively playing the same thing, just that it's like random game modes that they will compile together like a Grand Prix for you. So these game modes, these mini games are actually quite interesting. It's very good party fun for 4 players on the couch. The only thing is that probably it's just like, you know, 6 or 7 of them, which is probably not enough. Okay, so see, that's the end of one game mode. Okay, alright, I press 250 again. Okay, so yep, I'm gonna end the mini games. So yeah, there's only like 6 mini games, so I guess that's the only drawback. That's not a lot, but it's good enough if it's like you are first time playing it or playing with your friends who you know, come over to your place. So I guess that's fine. Okay, then for tour mode, it's just continuously mini game that they compile it for you. So you see, so this is like a 3 games short course, 5 games, and 7 games. Oh, there's 7 games. Okay, so the games that you're playing within this mode, it's effectively the same. It's as good as the mini games from the other game mode. So yeah, so this is how the interface actually looks like. So they will push you from one point to one point, and at the end of it, see you determine who is the winner based on the number of mini games that you win. Okay, ta-da! That's all. Okay, I'm not going to like show this part. It's pretty much a given. Okay, so I'm not very good at this because as you can see, this is the first time I'm doing this whole video explainer thing without a script. So I'm talking nonsense and I'm pressing things wrongly here and there. Okay, so of course there's some other things in the options as well. Okay, so there's this password part of it. So this password, as of now, we tried googling, but there's nothing on the internet as well to give us any extra perks. But if you're in, I think it's in China or something, you get the whole, you know, Chinese password that you actually get some extra perks from the game. So as of now, the version that we're getting in Singapore, we have nothing. So yep. Okay, so medal mode. So how long have I been doing this video? Is it 30 minutes yet? If it's 30 minutes, I actually get some extra medals. And also means that you guys gotta watch really long, a 30 minutes video with no pretty girls explaining the game, only an uncle doing it. Ha! Okay, 6 more minutes. Okay, so I did this earlier on, right? Yeah, I caught this. Oh, yay! So I got some extra medals. Okay, so this game it's really not that difficult to earn all the medals, because on top of just catching and wasting the medals in game, you get the roulette, you get some of the extra stuff, the missions to help you unlock more medals. Okay, so I guess that's all you need to know for this game. I hope you guys enjoy. There's nothing to like, share, or whatever not, so it's really more of me just doing this sharing for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. So if you have any more questions, you can just wherever you see this, paste it below, ask your questions, and I'll try my best to reply to you guys if I know. Okay, thank you very much for watching. So I'm just gonna stop this. Okay, bye bye.